Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be looking at wireless network configuration, but before we continue guys, please go subscribe to the channel and then we'll get right back. Okay guys, before you launch the Cisco Packet Tracer app, make sure that you have your internet connection turned off. Okay, so come here and then turn off your internet connection, okay, before you can launch the app. Otherwise it will tell you to log in. All right, if you want to log in, you can leave the internet on and then log into your credentials. Okay, but if you haven't created an account, you can just turn off the internet and then launch the app. All right, let's get straight to the video. All right, so in this video we'll be looking at wireless testing or wireless simulation. All right, so let's go straight to the environment. So wireless simulation, what are some of the devices we might use? First of all, we need to get the wireless router. Okay, so let's go straight to network devices and then come to wireless devices. So we click here, down here, and then we go look for the wireless router. So this is a wireless router. Okay, so let's select that and then bring it to the environment. Boom, you can see we have the wireless router here. All right, so now let's bring up some of the devices that we want to connect to the network. Okay, so I'm going to choose some of the end devices. Okay, so I'm going to select a PC, take it to the environment, select maybe a laptop, take it to the environment, and then maybe let's say a printer. Okay, take it to the environment here. All right, so you can see we have 3 devices here that we want to connect to our wireless router. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and then let's try to configure our devices. Okay, so before we do that, let's check if our PCs have the hardwares that will enable them connect to the wireless router. And to do that, we just click on the PC. Okay, you click on it once or you click on it twice. So this over here. Okay, so let's check if our devices have the necessary hardware to connect to the wireless network. Okay, so let's click on PC wireless. So you can see here it says we don't have the necessary interface required to connect. Okay, so to do that we have to go back to physical here, turn off the PC here. Okay, take out the Ethernet port and then let's bring in the wireless hardware. Okay, so this is the wireless hardware. Okay, so this is the wireless hardware. So now we have given our PC a wireless hardware. All right, so now let me close this. Before I close this, you have to turn the PC back on like this and then close this. All right, so you can see the connection now from the PC to the wireless device. Okay, so now let's click on the other PC, do the same thing, turn it off, take out the Ethernet port and then go for the wireless interface and then paste it here, turn it back on and then close this. So you can see it's now connecting to the wireless router. Okay, let's do so for the printer too. Turn it off here, take out the Ethernet interface, bring down the wireless hardware. Okay, and then turn it back on, here. Okay, and then close this. You can see now we have the connections over here. All right, so now let's show our cursor to the PC. You can see that the PC now has an IP address. The IP address was given to it by the wireless router. So the wireless router is giving IP addresses to each of the PCs because it's not static. Okay, if the wireless router has been set to the DHCP. Okay, so let me go to the wireless router and then click on it and show you something. Okay, let's go to configure. Let's come to wireless. Okay, and then you can see this is our default SSID. Okay, this is our default SSID, and then this is the channel the strength of the network, and we have the coverage range. Okay, let's go to settings. Okay, this is the display name for your router. We don't want to change that, we just maintain it like that. Okay, now let's go to GUI. Okay, so GUI, you can see here the setup. You come to setup, you can see we have the IP address for the router. We did not set IP address for the router. Okay, the router had its own IP address because we had the DHCP enabled. All right, if the DHCP is enabled, it automatically gives your router and then an IP address, which in turn gives IP addresses to the PC. Okay, so you can see here automatic configuration. Okay, DHCP. So if your router is set at automatic configuration DHCP, that means the router will give will generate its own IP address. Okay, and also generate IP addresses for the devices, the PCs and the printers. Okay, so now let's maintain our settings here. Let's just maintain the settings here. Okay, and then let's close this and let's try to test if the network are really connected to each other. All right, so now let's go select message and then select a sender or a source, and then let me select the printer as the destination. Okay, so you can see down here I have successful. All right, and then now let's go to simulation. So you come here, simulation, and then now let's play our simulation. Let's see what happens. So you can see the message is going from the sender to the router. The router is saying that it's not my message, so the router will in turn share messages across to everyone, again including the one you sent. So you can see even the sender says no. You can see this saying laptop no. You can see this is reading. The printer is now reading the message. The printer will now send the message back to the router. Router will be like, no, it's not my message. The router will now disperse the message again to the devices. Okay, and then whoever sent the message, when received, you see a green check mark on the message. You can see this first PC here as the sender got the green check mark. Okay, so if you want to reset your simulation, you can just come here, over here, you can see reset simulation. You just click on it and then you restart the simulation. Okay, so let's say I want to delete the message. I can come here, delete message here, or I can come here, double click, delete message. Okay, all right, so let's say I want to add another PC to my wireless router. So I'm going to select another laptop. Okay, so let's say I got a new laptop from the market and I want to connect it to my network, my wireless network. Okay, so I can come here, click this on the environment. So you can see it's not connecting to the wireless router. Okay, so now what do? I have to configure the device and then change the hardware so that it can be able to connect to the wireless router. This is not connected because it doesn't have an antenna, okay, to receive data from the router. So let's click on the new laptop. Okay, on its physical the mode, you turn off the laptop. Okay, because if you do not turn off the laptop, it will shock you virtually. Okay, so you turn on the laptop and then you remove the hardware. All right, before you do anything in a laptop, you know you have to turn off the system before you can touch anything, because it can shock you. All right, so let's let's go to the market and get our wireless adapter. So we take our wireless adapter and then send it to the PC and fix it on the PC. So now you can see it's now having an antenna that can connect to wireless devices. Okay, all right, so now let's turn our PC back on. Please remember to always turn off your PC, otherwise it will electrocute you. Virtually it will electrocute you. Okay, so now let's turn our PC back on and then let's close this and then let's see. Now you can see our PC is now connecting to the wireless device. All right, so yes, the PC is now connected to the wireless device. All right, so now let's test a communication between the two devices again. So our new laptop that we got from the market is going to be our sender. Okay, so I'm going to send a message to the new laptop, to let's say the second PC here. All right, so now let me simulate this come to play, and then you can see the message coming from the new laptop to the wireless device. It says, no, it's not mine. Let me share this message to everyone and see whose message it is for. Okay, so it shares the message back to everyone, and this one is saying, no, I sent the message, it's not mine. This one is saying, let me read the message, I see my address on it. And then reads the message and it says, okay, the message is mine. It sends the message back to the router, the wireless router. It says, no, it's not mine. The message you are trying to send is not mine, because this PC has replied. So the router will now disperse the message again across board, and then you can see this green check mark here saying message delivered to whoever you sent it to. Okay, so I hope you like the video, and then please subscribe if you haven't. This is going to help the channel grow. And then please, if you like the video, please comment below also. And thank you for coming, and see you next time. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my seat. Know that they